Can Ritchie Blackmore still play guitar? That is the topic of today's video. So Ritchie Blackmore is a guitar visionary, a Renaissance rebel. He turned 80 this year. With health challenges grounding his touring days, fans are asking, can he even still play the guitar? So today we're going to dig into his latest activity, what his body and mind can manage, and what that means for the legacy of his guitar magic. First of all, Ritchie Blackmore isn't just a guitarist, he's the guitarist behind Deep Purple's blazing riffs and Rainbow's neoclassical fury. Later, he traded Electric Blaze for medieval acoustic beauty with Blackmore's Night, pioneering a folk rock aesthetic that's uniquely his own, from blistering Stratocaster solos to Renaissance lute atmosphere. His journey is anything but ordinary. So now, since the early 2020s, there's been no full album releases, not even from Blackmore's Night. So Nature's Light dropped in 2021, and that remains the last studio record from Blackmore's Night. His performance schedule has slowed to a crawl, and if you've been keeping up with what Candace Knight has been saying, she said that there are three main health issues holding Blackmore back. First, he had a heart attack in 2023, and now he has stents. He has debilitating gout, which is affecting his dexterity, and he has chronic back trouble, probably partially at least due to his decades of on-stage antics and acrobatics. So basically he can't fly anymore, so full tours are unlikely, but some small local shows are still on the table. Now the big question is, at 80 years old with nothing left to prove, should Blackmore step back onto the stage, or can he step onto the stage effectively? So according to Candace Knight, Blackmore's Night pulled off 6 US shows in the spring of this year, but they were all short drives from where they live because long flights and rigorous touring are not possible anymore. And because of the success of these spring shows, Blackmore's open to the idea of some Blackmore's Night dates in the fall if he's feeling up to it. The big question is, can he actually still play with all of these health problems? And the answer is not straight up yes or no. So here's what we do know. First of all, technically his fingers and body aren't reliable right now due to medical issues. But musically, his ear is still there and his spirit is still present and the will to perform still exists. So if he chooses to play even in a scaled down, no frills setting, fans may get a final rare privilege of witnessing a living legend in an intimate performance. But don't expect anything like what happened with Ozzy at the Back to the Beginning farewell show, because I don't think Blackmore can play well enough to even pull something like that off, nor could he get back together with Deep Purple or even get the remnants of the original Rainbow back together. I think the most we could hope for from Ritchie at this point is some very scaled down shows done with Blackmore's Night. But I want to hear from you. Would you even go see Ritchie perform in a quiet theater or do a Renaissance fair or something like that in a scaled down setting? Or do you think that his glory days are fully behind him now and it's time for him? For my own part, I actually hope Blackmore does at least one more show and then he makes that his official final farewell bow. And like I said earlier, he has nothing left to prove. He's already a legend in classic rock and his legacy will endure for many decades to come. This is what I think, but what really matters is what you think. So if you have an idea about this or any other topic connected to classic or contemporary music, please drop it in the section below, and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.
Music Guru here, asking you to help us on our march to 10,000 subscribers.